These are the headlines this week. The food supply chain is breaking. The food supply chain is broken. The COVID-19 pandemic has broken the food chain. These are pretty scary messages for the majority of Americans. And I say majority very purposely because there's only 4% of Americans that are classified by the Fish and Wildlife Service as hunters. Probably 4% of the American population that has a freezer full of meat. Food security. Pretty mind-blowing in the time of this pandemic and quote-unquote food supply chains breaking. So here's a counter message from the Wild Harvest Initiatives. Eat wild, live free. Pretty powerful 4 words right there. Just think about it for a sec. Think about this old adage of hunter-gatherer, the tradition of procuring your own meat. And let's put almost a new age spin on it. Being able to procure your own meat and hunt and gather is not only a freezer full of meat. You could almost call it a full freezer equals a peace of mind. Pretty impressive. Wow. What a paradigm. When the US Fish and Wildlife Service and the government does these hunter surveys and they go out and they say, what's an acceptable reason for why somebody hunts? A survey was published in the Journal of Animal where 825 respondents said that 87% of the time it's acceptable if you are hunting for food. I think the percentage was 26% or 37% whether it was acceptable to just hunt for a trophy. Another survey, another study done by the USGS found that between 2008 and 2016, the percentage of people that did it for food went from 22% all the way up to 39%. So what gives? Why is there this spike in percentages? Well, we have to thank a millennial. I don't think I'd ever have thought I would say that. Thank a millennial. So why do we need to thank a millennial? They are fueling this new locavore movement, this movement of eating local, being almost an active role in the acquisition of food. It has to be hormone-free, it has to be antibiotic-free, and it has to be organic. The meat that we procure through hunting is all of those things. And so these millennials that were raised in urban environments and suburban environments are now seeing what hunting can do for their lifestyle, for the health of their lifestyle. And we're seeing them come to the forefront of wanting to become hunters, adult onset hunters. These are the millennials that we have to thank. If there is a way to continue to engage these millennials, the locavore movement is it. And the pandemic that we're in right now is just overemphasizing that idea that go source your own food. Go source your own meat. Go to the farmers that now are struggling to put food into the food chain and go get you a side of beef. Go get you a side of lamb. And maybe even ask a friend down the road that you know hunts. Or you may be that individual that person comes to and says, hey, would you take me hunting? And the answer should always be absolutely. You want to support us? Share this message with your hunting friends. But most importantly, share this message with your non-hunting friends because they're keeping our hunting lifestyle alive. And it's important for them to hear from you and hear what hunting actually means to you.